Good morning, my little coffee beans, and welcome to Madeline's Life Management. Today, I'm going to be letting you guys in on my 7 bad habits that I'm replacing in 2020. It's really important if you have a bad habit that you want to end, that you replace it with a good one. If you don't replace it, you'll end up just going back to the bad habit or subconsciously replacing it with something not as great as you would have been able to replace it with if you would have taken the time to write down a good habit to replace it with. So my first habit is going to be something that I've been doing since I started my YouTube channel, and that is replacing binge watching Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime with watching YouTube. So why I made this huge adjustment was because when I would watch Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime without doing something else, because I'll still watch those if I'm doing the laundry, painting my nails, doing a face mask, something like that. But if I just sit and watch, I would end up binge eating. And so when I replaced that with YouTube, instead of binge eating, I would be able to get inspired and I would watch healthy recipes. So in the past, when I would make a to-do list, I would put to do on the top and then I just go boop, 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 and just number things that I needed to get done. And quite honestly, I would procrastinate the things that I would need to leave my house to do. Like I know that I needed to mail a baby shower gift that I wasn't able to attend, and it just stayed on my list and stayed and built anxiety and was horrible. So what I've started doing is I will take a calendar and I will schedule in the exact time, the place, everything for getting those things done. So instead of putting mail baby shower gift on my to-do list, I will put it on Sunday after church on my calendar, and then I will know when I wake up, okay, we're gonna go to church, oh, and then we need to stop by the post office so I can mail this, and I get it done. Blake just informed me that the post office is not open on Sundays. So do say, Monday before work or something like that, but get it scheduled, get it done, and it really makes the biggest difference. So in the past, I would wait until I had a tooth that hurt to go to the dentist. I would wait till I had split ends to go get a hair trim. I would wait till I didn't feel good to go to the doctor and get lab work. I would wait till my back hurt or my arms hurt to go to the chiropractor. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking better care of myself. It is really important to me to make sure that I am physically healthy. And so what I do now is when I go to the chiropractor, after the appointment, I bring my calendar and I schedule another appointment 3 weeks from that date. And I know what time, I know it's on my calendar, and I will be there. When I go to the dentist, I go ahead and I have my yearly calendar and I schedule the next 6 months my next appointment. If I get my hair trim, I go ahead and I schedule in 2 months, I'm gonna get another trim. So it really makes the biggest difference because A, it takes that stress away. So you're not thinking, oh, I need to call this person to set up a chiropractor appointment. Oh, I need to find a dentist. You already have all that stuff sorted and you know it's gonna happen. So you no longer have that stress. And also it keeps your hair nice and trimmed and looking chic, and it keeps your teeth cleaned and sparkling. Now that it's 2020, I'm being super strict about not sleeping in on the weekends. So I've noticed that if I wake up at the same time every single day during the week, it makes it so much easier to get up. My body's waking up before my alarm. I'm going to sleep at a decent hour. And then on the weekends, when I sleep in, I just wreck that. And then it's hard to go to bed, and then I'm really tired the next morning. And it's that cycle until finally Friday, I feel like my body's waking up and responding. So instead of going through that horrible cycle, I'm gonna stay in the same circadian rhythm, go to sleep at the same time every night, wake up at the same time in the morning, so that my body gets used to that, and then I don't feel that horrible, tired feeling where you just feel like you're dragging and you can't do anything. And it has made the biggest difference. So I wake up at the exact same time every single day, and really it makes me feel so good and energized, and I love having those extra hours in the morning to drink my coffee, read a book, and go through my morning routine. This next one might surprise you, and although I am still letting dermatologists pop my pimples, do lacerations, get all that stuff out, make sure all my blackheads are gone, I'm no longer popping pimples myself. Instead, what I'm doing is using a spot treatment. Right now, I really love the Kate Somerville Eradicate. It basically just has clay and then some alcohol so that it cleans the spot and then puts that bentonite clay to help remove any impurities from the skin. I am also using things like those pimple patches, things like that, but it keeps me from damaging my skin, infecting it further, pushing on the pimple, and then having it spread out and creating more acne, leaving that to estheticians. So this next tip is actually something from my mother-in-law that I have started doing, and it has really transformed how productive I am after work and also how much time I get to spend with my husband. So as you guys know, Blake is in med school, and so after eating dinner, he'll go and study. So in the past, what I would do is I would say, okay, I'm gonna be super productive. I'm gonna get this done, that done, this done. And I would get home, I would maybe clean, and then I would get distracted with a book or something, and I wouldn't get anything done. So now what I'm doing is I brought a backpack that I used to use in college, and I filled it with stuff for YouTube, I filled it with stuff for work, I filled it with other things that I need to get done, like writing birthday posts and letters and things like that. And when Blake goes to study for his medical classes, I bring my backpack and I work on YouTube editing. I work on a book that I'm writing. I do those things that I want to get done, and I feel so productive. And also I get to spend that time with my husband, and he has such a great group of friends in the med center. And so it's fun because I've gotten to know them and I get to study with him, and it's really nice, and I end up being so productive, and then we both come home feeling accomplished. The bad habit that I'm replacing, the bad habit is feeling like I had to do everything in the house, you know, because he's in med school and working so hard and studying. I really felt like I was in charge of keeping the house clean, and I work a full-time job as well. And so it was one of those things where I was doing all the laundry and the dishes and the cleaning, and I was doing everything except, of course, emptying the trash, because as you guys know, I've never taken out the trash since being married because Blake knew that I don't like it, and so he does it. And finally, I was just so overwhelmed, and so I sat down with Blake and I said, hey, I'm feeling really overwhelmed about the dishes. It's the only thing that I feel like I don't enjoy doing, and it keeps on coming up and it really stresses me out. And he was like, oh, I can do the dishes. So what we do is he puts all the dishes into the dishwasher and cleans them, and then I take them out of the dishwasher and put them away. And this has given me so much time, and I don't feel overwhelmed or stressed when we do all the cooking, because we both cook a lot, but I kind of end up doing more of the cooking during the week because he doesn't have the time, and then he'll cook a lot on his off days or on the weekend, things like that. And so this way I don't feel overwhelmed when I cook, because afterwards I love cooking and doing all that stuff, and then all these dishes would just overwhelm me. So it's so nice having him take that from me, off my shoulders, and I feel this freedom to cook and bake and create in the kitchen, knowing that he's gonna handle the mess, and he really does an excellent job. A lot of the time he'll come in really late and go ahead and put all the dishes away before he even goes to sleep. So then I wake up to this beautiful clean kitchen. It's so nice.
This is Blake's favorite time of day.
So that is it for my 7 bad habits that I'm replacing with good ones. I would love it if you guys could go ahead and leave in the comments some bad habits that you would like to replace with good habits. I would really love to get to know you guys more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.